Good morning, everyone. So this morning I'm going to do a quick 15-minute warm-up video. So it's not going to be a full practice. It's just the stretches that we do at the beginning of our normal 60-minute practice. A couple of clients asked me if I would, write it down or share a video with them. So I thought, well, there's probably other people who want to know that as well. So we can, you can add this into a practice if you're going to do some sun salutations, maybe throw this in before, or this could just be something that you do each and every morning, each and every evening. It's just some good stretches for the body, good way to warm up even before you're going to exercise or after you exercise, whatever feels most appropriate for you. All right, so let's begin by bringing our legs out in front. I have to position myself right in front of the camera. So flex the toes towards you. Inhale, bring your hands up, and exhale, forward fold. So just allow yourself to relax into this pose, getting a good stretch through the back of the legs, through the back of the arms. Now my hands are reaching all the way around my feet. You don't have to do that. You can maybe just have your hands one on each side, whatever feels best for you. And then inhale, bring your hands up, exhale, hands down. Let's bring the right leg in towards that left thigh. So the left toes are still going to stay flexed towards you, but you're going to have that right knee bent. Now, if you have any issues with your knees, you could always bring a block underneath that knee. That's a good way to add some extra support, whatever you need. And then inhale, bring your hands up, and exhale, forward fold over that extended leg. Now, I like to try to shift so that my belly is coming over that thigh. Breathing through. And again, my hands are wrapped around this foot. It doesn't have to be that way. You can certainly have just one hand resting on each side. And then inhale, bring your hands up, and exhale, hands down. Now we're going to bring the right leg out. Left foot's going to come in. So the foot's going to rest against that thigh. Again, that block could come under the knee if you need that support. And then those right toes will flex towards you. Inhale your hands up and exhale, forward fold. Breathing through. And just staying with that inhale and exhale. It's just a good stretch. And again, trying to get that belly over the thigh. And then inhale, bring your hands up and exhale, hands down. Now bring both legs back out in front, toes flex towards you. And either inhaling, bringing your hands up, or inhaling, sliding your hands forward, whatever works best for you. If you brought your hands up, then go ahead on an exhale, forward fold. Breathing in and out. Now another variation we could do here is you could bend your knees and then bring your belly to the top of your thighs as you forward fold. And then from wherever you're at, on an inhale, bring your hands back up and exhale, hands down. All right, now let's bring the right foot, cross it over the left knee. Left toes will stay flexed. The left arm is going to wrap around the right knee. You're going to rotate your body towards the right side. The right hand's going to come to the back. So you're rotating around the spine, but your belly button is still pointing towards that left toe. So it's not a deep rotation in the lower back. It's a rotation in the mid to upper back. And this really gets into that glute, that bottom part, the buttocks, the bottom part of your right leg. So you might feel in the hamstrings a bit. In class today, one gentleman said he felt it really in that sciatica area. And then come back to center. Right knee comes out. Left foot crosses over the right knee. Now, one variation of this could also be the knee could be on the inside, or the foot could be on the inside of the knee. Right arm wraps around that left knee, left hand to the back, and then again, same rotation. So that belly button's still pointing towards the right toes, and we're rotating at that mid to upper back. Breathing in and out. And then come back to center. Both legs out in front, flex the toes towards you. Inhale, hands up, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands up, and exhale, hands down. Now let's come cross-legged. So resting comfortably here. Now, again, blocks are very useful to bring under your knees. If you have any kind of pain or issues with those knees, just bring the blocks under. It's amazing the relief you feel when you suddenly have, it just feels like so supported. There's nothing better than feeling that strong support. So sit up nice and tall and take a moment, stacking your head above your heart, heart above your pelvis, breathing through, in and out of the nose, and then bring your chin towards your chest. Bring your hands above your head, interlace your fingers, rest them lightly on the back of the head. So I say lightly, we're putting some extra weight there, but we're not yanking down. We're just allowing that stretch to deepen through the back of the neck. And then release your hands, bring them back to your knees, and now let's make circles with that neck. So being mindful not to let your head fall back. I heard it described to imagine your chin drawing circles, and sometimes that helps. Breathing through. And now go the other way. And then come back to center. Roll your shoulders up and out to the back. Up and out to the back. And now roll forward. Roll them up and out to the back again. And then roll forward. And then relax. Bring your right hand out, bring it across the body, pull it in towards you. You could just pull it with the hand or bring your elbow up and tuck that right arm into the crook of the left elbow. Spread the fingers apart on that right hand. Really get a little deeper into that upper part of the arm, into the nerves. Breathing through. And then slowly release. I like to guide that hand down. Now the left arm comes out, right arm comes up. Again, same thing. Either pulling with your hand or tucking that arm into the crook of the elbow. Spreading the fingers apart. Really getting into those nerves. And staying with the breath the whole time. Yoga teaches us to breathe on the mat so that we can breathe off the mat as well. And then relax, release, bring your hands to rest down. Now bring your right arm up, bend at the elbow, splay the fingers on the back. So this is how you'll see it from the back. And then bring that left hand up, grab that right elbow, pull it over towards the left side. Breathing through. And then release both hands down. Now the other side, left arm comes up, bend at the elbow, splay the fingers on the back, right hand pulls the left elbow towards the right side. And then relax, bring both hands down. All right, now what we want to do is work our waist and our hips. So we're going to make hip circles. So we're rotating around. I'm going to readjust my legs to a more comfortable position. This, if you ever come to my classes or you tuned into my virtual classes, you will know that I share this as my favorite movement. You could just do this all day. Opens my hips. There's usually a nice pop. I heard it right away when we started. It's just a great way to get movement, feel good afterwards. And now let's go the other way. And if you're trying to incorporate these pieces into your own practice, you may not love the same ones that I do. So take, more time on the things that really resonate for you and that work for your body, and then take a little less time on the things that, maybe don't feel as needed. You have really open shoulders, but I don't need to spend as much time stretching them. Or if you have really tight shoulders, or you play golf, or you do something that you need good strength and rotation there, maybe spend a little more time on your shoulders. and then come back to center, just for example. Right hand then comes to the left knee, left hand comes to the back, and you're rotating again. So this is getting a little bit more into that lower back, and that's okay. But we're still being mindful not to over-rotate. So we want to keep that nice tall back. Then come back to center, left hand to the right knee, right hand to the back. And then come back to center. Now the left hand's going to come down to the mat next to you. Right arm's going to reach up and then reach over to the left side. You can bend this left elbow as much or as little as you want, just so long as you keep both sit bones on the mat. It's a good stretch through the side of the body. And then come across, right hand down, left hand up and over. Same thing here, bend or not, whatever works. Now feel free to do this back and forth if you'd like, adding in, as much or as little as you want. It's a good side stretch. But I'm just going to come back to center. All right, so my legs are crossed here. You can see the right leg is in front of the left. So I'm going to fold forward. Breathing through. Bringing my forehead to the ground or to the mat. And then I'm going to walk my hands back, come back up. Now I'm going to switch legs. So I'm going to take that left leg, bring it in front. I'm still sitting cross-legged. It's just the opposite legs in front. Might feel a little funny if you don't normally switch it up. And then fold forward again. And then walk your hands back. And then bring your legs out back in front. I like to tap them through here. Flex the toes towards you. Inhale, hands up, and exhale, forward fold. And inhale, bring your hands up, and exhale, hands down. All right, let's bring your legs wide now. So toes are going to stay flexed towards you, and then you're going to fold forward. The other option, if you don't have a ton of flexibility in your hips and your waist, and if forward folding isn't really accessible for you, then just go side to side. This is another good way to open up and get a stretch through the side of the body, into those hips, the waist. Sometimes I will do this instead of folding forward because it just feels good. Breathing through. And then come back to center. So if you're folding forward, walk your hands back up. Turn to the right leg and fold over that right leg. One hand on each side, bringing your chin closer to the knee if you can, or just keeping your arms straight, back straight, just turned to that right. Breathing through. And then walk your hands back and turn to center. Now turn to the left, folding over, maybe your chin coming to that knee, or maybe your arms straight, whatever works best. Breathing in and out. And then come back to center. Now while you're here, bring that left foot in towards the right thigh. You have a bent knee, so what does that mean? We could bring a block underneath if we want that support. Toes are going to stay flexed towards you on that right foot, and then you're going to fold forward. Now generally, if you have a limited flexion when both legs are out, this is more accessible. So most people can get some bit of a forward fold here. If you can't, again, just holding the pose. Maybe you're just right here, just breathing through. Whatever works best for you. Now I want you to walk your hands over to this right leg, and you're going to take that left hand, which is the inside hand, you're going to bring it across the leg. And you're going to just anchor it down wherever it meets. So sometimes we might be just at the knee, maybe we're at the shin, the ankle, or if you have a lot of flexibility, maybe you wrap it all the way around that foot. So this is going to give us a deeper stretch through this whole left side of the body. Breathing through. And then release that hand. Just bring it to rest on the ground inside. Bring your right hand on top of that right ankle. Open your chest and belly towards the ceiling. Reach that left hand up and extend it towards your toes. Now, sometimes you might have issues with your shoulder, so you can turn your chest and belly and then just slide your arm forward. Whatever works best. It's either bringing it up and over or just kind of rotating it around. Wherever you're at today, breathing through, nice stretch. And then come up nice and tall, and we're going to twist out to the left. So the outside of the right hand's going to come to the outside of the left knee, left hand to the back, twisting that right shoulder more towards the front, and then come back to center. Now let's switch sides. Left leg comes out, right foot comes in. Again, block is here if you need it. Flex the left toes towards you and fold yourself forward. And now walk your hands over to that left leg. Bring the right hand across the leg and just stretch it out here, stretching through that whole right side of the body. Breathing in and out. And then release that right hand. Bring the left hand to your shin or ankle. Open your chest and belly to the ceiling. Reach the right hand up, or again, maybe it rotates down and then comes up. Reaching it towards those toes, not with the intent of touching them, just with the intent of opening up, keeping that space in the side of the body, breathing through. And then come up nice and tall. Twist out to the right. Outside of the left hand comes to the outside of the right knee. Right hand to the back. Left shoulder coming towards the front. And then come back to center. Now bring both legs out in front. And just tap them through here. Flex the toes towards you. Inhale, bring your hands up. And exhale, forward fold. And inhale, bring your hands up. And exhale, hands down. All right, there you go. That's the warm-up. That pretty standard for most sequences. Again, occasionally there's things I'll add, things I'll take away. There's some more shoulder openers that I'll sometimes do in class, especially if we get a group of golfers or something. But for now, this is a good start. If you do have questions about adding other pieces in, or if you're interested in any of my virtual or in-studio classes, please reach out, contact me through email, and we can touch base. Thank you so much for your practice this morning, and I hope it serves you well. Have a wonderful day, and namaste.